Okay, I have a good one for us today. As you may know, my last video was about a character from Danganronpa, and if you didn't know that, you should totally check it out. So Danganronpa is a killing/mystery game, and after I finished that video, I really wanted to find a cheesy, goofy, detective/mystery game to make my next video on. One of the games in that category that was recommended to me was Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. It sounded like it was exactly what I was looking for, a goofy detective game. So I dove into it and, so it starts as a mystery game, it opens with a murder, and you have to play as both the killer trying to get away and the detectives hunting him down. Super cool, right? Well, then the game takes a turn. It goes from murder mystery to this. You may be wondering how the plot goes so far off the rails. Well, that's what I'm here for. Today, I'm going to take you through the absolutely bizarre story of Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. Because seriously, you all have to experience this. But first, the disclaimer. Please do not take this video as a serious review. In these videos, I focus more on the story rather than the gameplay, as that is what is most interesting to me. So if you're looking for someone to go really in depth on the gameplay and things like that, this is not the video for you. Not that there's much gameplay to begin with. This game is basically just a movie with occasional QTEs and choices. Also, please do not take this video as me hating on the game. I genuinely enjoy all the games that I talk about, even if I'm poking fun at them. We're just here to have some fun. Okay, disclaimer over. Now let me tell you about the most unhinged game that I have come across in a long time. So the game opens with one of our main characters, Lucas. He's in a restroom stall in a diner and appears to be possessed. He carves two-headed snakes into his forearms and then sneaks up on this old guy and stabs him to death. Lucas comes out of his possessed state and is like, oh my god, I killed a man. He hides the body in a stall and cleans up the crime scene with just 5 swipes of a mop. He escapes the diner just as a police officer enters the restroom and discovers the crime scene. Then we meet our two other playable characters, Carla and Tyler. They're detectives who have just arrived at the diner and are investigating the crime scene. Throughout the game, you'll take turns playing as Lucas, who is trying to evade the police, and Carla and Tyler, who are trying to catch the killer. It's actually a super interesting premise for a game, and Carla and Tyler are honestly really enjoyable characters. At least for the first half of the game. Their characters kind of get ruined once the plot gets weird. But at the start, I love them. They feel like real people. Carla is this strong, dedicated woman who's great at her job. She doesn't have many friends, but loves to let loose with the ones she does have. And then Tyler feels even more like a real person than her. We get to know him so well throughout the game. He has a laid-back, fun personality, but still cares about his job and helping people. He lives with his girlfriend of 2 years, Sam, and he loves basketball and video games. Carla and Tyler are a delight to play as. The reason I'm pointing this out is that while, yes, Carla and Tyler are two of our playable main characters, they're still secondary to the real main character, Lucas. And Lucas is the most boring character in the game. I would rather watch paint dry than hang out with him. I get he's going through a lot right now, but even when things are looking up for him, he has the most monotone voice and blank face.
Play a couple of notes for me, will ya? You know, in memory of the good times.
Okay, sure.
He doesn't have a personality outside of being possessed to commit murder.
I began to wonder if I wasn't going nuts. I'm so totally exhausted that I can't fall asleep. I'm afraid of the dreams I might have. I wander around the room a little.
All we really get to know about him is that he plays the guitar sometimes and recently broke up with his girlfriend. Other than that, he's really just this shell that things happen to. The Carla and Tyler sections of the game are far more interesting to me, but unfortunately for now, we're back to playing as Lucas, who's freaking out because he just killed a man against his own will. He meets up with his brother Marcus at the park that morning, but then he gets a vision of a little kid falling into the water and drowning. So he's somehow able to see into the future now. He sees the kid from his vision and rushes over to save him. The police officer that discovered the body at the diner the night before is there. He recognizes Lucas, but he's like, nah, I know he's probably the murderer, but he did a good deed, so I'll just let him go. Ace Detective! Lucas heads to his job at the bank, but then giant bugs appear and start attacking him. But it turns out it was all in Lucas's head, and now his coworkers think he's crazy.
Lucas, what happened? Did you hear me? Are you all right?
Hey, you've hurt yourself. You're bleeding.
I gotta go.
Real smooth. I'm sure they don't suspect a thing. Lucas heads home, and we have to play through a really long QTE segment where he plays the guitar. His ex-girlfriend, Tiffany, shows up to pick up her stuff.
You still playing?
You know, I really haven't even thought about it lately.
What do you mean? I just had to watch you play for like 3 minutes.
Play a couple of notes for me, will ya?
No.
You know, in memory of the good times.
No.
Okay, sure.
No! Lucas's playing makes Tiffany fall for him all over again, and they get back together. Now, after successfully completing 2 long QTE segments, the game rewards you by making you play through another long QTE segment of Carla and Tyler boxing each other. Our favorite detective duo is starting to close in on Lucas. You see, he stupidly left his copy of The Tempest at the diner, and he used a stock quote from work as a bookmark. It has a watermark on it that shows which bank it came from, so now they know where the killer works. Meanwhile, Lucas meets with a spirit medium named Agatha. She helps him dig into his memories, and we see the moment that he was possessed. It seems whoever did it approached Lucas at the diner, possessed him, and then somehow erased everyone's memory of them. He shows Agatha the 2-headed snakes carved into his arms, and she starts to freak out like, "Oh no, this is awful! I know who did this!" Lucas asks who it is, and she's like, "I'll tell you tomorrow."
You could at least explain what the hell's happening to me. He made me kill a man. I want to know. I need to know.
Come back tomorrow night at the same time. I'll explain more then.
Why? Just tell me now! Lucas could be bug meat by tomorrow. Lucas leaves, and now it's time for Tyler to play basketball. Woohoo! Lucas gets home, and all of a sudden, all of the objects in his apartment start flying towards him. But not all at once. They fly at him one at a time. And you have to do a QTE to dodge each object. This goes on for 5 minutes. The next day, Carla arrives at Lucas's work and questions him. And Lucas acts so normal during this questioning.
Are you sure you're all right?
I thought that... Excuse me.
On his desk, Carla finds the paper Lucas tore to make the bookmark for The Tempest and another Shakespeare book. She's extremely suspicious of him now. That night, Lucas heads to Agatha's place to finally learn what's going on. But she's been murdered, and whoever did it called the police, and they're on their way there right now. You should have just told him everything yesterday, Agatha! Before escaping, Lucas finds a clue that Agatha left him about a murder identical to the one he committed that happened in the past. Lucas makes a run for it, but the police catch up with him. And that is when this game takes a turn. What?
Did you see what that guy just did? Shit, that's crazy.
We need to catch him. Next time, he won't get away.
I feel like they should be a bit more shocked about what they just saw. Carla and Tyler are scolded for not being able to catch a superhuman, and now they're determined to find him. As for Lucas, he's on the run and seems to be really unfazed about the fact that he has superpowers. But like I said, he's just a blank slate of a human that things happen to, so I really shouldn't be surprised. Lucas heads to a church, but it seems like even that isn't a safe place for him. I don't know what's happening anymore. After being on the run for days, Lucas stops by Tiffany's place so he can get some food, but Tyler shows up to question her, so Lucas hides.
Thank you for your cooperation, miss. If Kane does try to recontact you, please call me right away.
You did a really thorough search there, Tyler.
Ace Detective!
Carla goes to meet with a killer whose crime mirrored Lucas's, and at the same time, Lucas meets with a Mayan researcher. The two learn the truth behind everything. And let me tell you, I don't know what I was expecting the truth to be, but it definitely wasn't this. So there's this ancient group called the Orange Clan, and they're thousands of years old. They have an oracle who is responsible for committing a Mayan sacrifice. Every 7 years, he must kill 7 people, but he can't do it himself. he has to possess someone and make them the executioner. The executioner must carve two-headed snakes into their forearms and stab the victim to death. Then the executioner is supposed to be killed, but there have been some survivors, like the guy Carla is talking to and Lucas. Lucas survived because he grew up on a military base that had an ancient artifact containing the chroma, which is some super powerful substance or something. They don't really clarify what exactly it is. When Lucas's mom was pregnant with him, the radiation from the chroma entered him, and that's how he has all these crazy powers. This is really starting to hurt my brain, but there's still more. The reason the Oracle does these sacrifices is because it then gives him visions of the Indigo child, who, when brought to the chroma artifact, will give a prophecy that will contain the secret to ultimate power, and the Orange Clan wants to use this information to become immortal and rule the world. Remember when this was a cat and mouse game between Lucas and the detectives? I really miss that. We see the Oracle, who's discussing the sacrifices and the Indigo child with the Orange Clan, but for some reason you have to do QTEs through this whole scene.
No. I think it was something else. Its chroma was different.
Another clan? That's impossible. Only we are left.
We have a rival.
Who searches for the Indigo child as we do.
It's a little hard to pay attention to the lore when you're stuck doing pointless QTEs. Then the Oracle kidnaps Tiffany and ties her to the top of a roller coaster. Lucas rushes there to save her, but then the Oracle makes the roller coaster fall apart, and Tiffany dies. Lucas asks Carla to meet with him. He asks her to trust him and help him save the world from the Orange Clan, and she says that she will. Back at the police station, Tyler's girlfriend shows up and is like, "I'm moving to Florida in 2 hours. Either quit your job and come with me, or we're through." So Tyler quits and you never see him again. I really do not understand why they decided to just get rid of one of their playable characters. He should be going all the way to the end with the others, but no, he's just gone now. You may remember earlier when I said that Carla and Tyler are great characters, but the game kind of fumbles them at the end. This is when that happens with Tyler. They just get rid of him, and it kind of makes me sad. I'm gonna miss him. Moving on, Lucas and the Oracle get a vision of the Indigo child. She's a little girl named Jade who's living in an orphanage. Lucas rushes there to get her before the Oracle does.
Sir? Sir! You can't go in there!
That nun did not even try to stop him. Hey, you can't go in there! Oh, no, he's not listening. Whatever will I do? This is an orphanage, lady. You can't just let a man walk in and do nothing about it. Lucas finds Jade right as the Oracle arrives.
You can't go in, sir.
You really didn't need to kill her. I promise she was not going to try and stop you. Lucas and the Oracle face off on the roof of the orphanage, and the moment we've all been waiting for finally happens. Lucas escapes with Jade, but then he runs into a sentient AI man. He's part of the Purple Clan, which is a group of AI people who also want to use the Indigo child to take over the world. This game's gone so far off the rails, oh my god! Lucas, Carla, and Jade hide out underground with a group of people called the Invisibles. They're a group of homeless people that want to stop the Orange and Purple clans. They tell them that they have to bring Jade to the chroma artifact on the military base Lucas grew up on, so she can give the prophecy, or else the world will end. Okay, yeah, this for sure makes sense. I'm definitely following. No, I'm not lying. Why would you even insinuate that? After that, Lucas and Carla have some alone time.
I'm sorry that we didn't meet under better circumstances. Maybe if things had turned out differently.
Wow, he got over Tiffany really fast.
I love you, Lucas.
What do you mean you love him? You just met him. So this is when Carla's character gets ruined. As soon as she agrees to help Lucas, she takes a back seat to him, getting barely any screen time, and now her entire personality is just, I love Lucas. Carla, what do you see in this man and his lack of personality? The next day, they head to the military base, and Lucas gets ready to take Jade to the artifact.
We don't have much time. Are you sure that you don't want me to come with you?
I don't know what's going to happen, Carla. I don't want to risk your life for no reason.
Be careful. I need you.
You need him? You've known him for like a week! Inside the warehouse where the artifact is, the Oracle shows up, but Lucas does some airbending to defeat him. Then the AI shows up, but Lucas airbends it too. Jade delivers the prophecy to Lucas, but it just sounds like inaudible whispering ASMR, so we don't actually get to know what this amazing prophecy is. Carla rushes in and hugs him, but surprise, surprise, she's pregnant! Why? In that moment, the unborn baby was hit with chroma radiation, just like Lucas was when his mom was pregnant with him, so his baby will probably also have crazy superpowers. And then we get the final scene of the game.
The Oracle and the Orange Clan went back to their places of power in the secret government of the world, and the Purple Clan went back to haunting us on the net. I should be happy, I guess. I've been living with Carla for 3 months. She's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Yesterday, she told me that she's pregnant. Must have been that night in Bogart's underground base. That means that our child was radiated by the chroma at Wishida, just like I was in my mother's womb. I don't know what's going to happen now. I'm the one and only keeper of the greatest secret in the universe. What should I do with all that power? Forget it? Put it in the service of humanity? I've never dreamt about being the god. I just want to live my life like anybody else with my wife and my child. I'm afraid that destiny might have another path in mind for me.
What are you thinking about, Lucas?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Again, remember when this was a cat and mouse game between Lucas and the detectives? Anyway, that is Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. What a game! It started off really strong. The first half of this game was actually really interesting. It's super cool how you get to play as the killer evading the police and the detectives hunting him down. This is for sure when the game was at its strongest. A detective game with some supernatural elements and characters that felt like real people you're getting to know. Well, some of the characters felt that way. Others, namely one, didn't. Then the game goes totally off the rails, with Lucas getting crazy superpowers, and the whole Oracle of the Orange Clan thing, and then the evil AI shows up. Then Tyler gets written out of the story, and Carla is forced into a romance that makes no sense. The second half of this game is so unhinged. Now, all of that being said, I do not hate this game. It was a genuinely fun experience. I love the characters. I mean, not Lucas, but I love the others. And even though the story is insane, it was still really interesting, and I wanted to keep learning more. There's just something special about this game. It has a great vibe to it, and it's definitely going to be one of those games that stick with me in a good way. Have any of you played this game? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if there are other games, movies, media, etc. that you'd like me to make a video on. In addition to that, I'm still looking for goofy, cheesy, mystery/detective games, so if you have any suggestions, definitely throw them my way. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to see more content from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!